We're back. Looks like we just missed the combat on the first lane. I am Lumi, joined by Aosin. And we got the winner match between Buky versus Turtleneck. This is for the Artifact Bitcoin League, Group E. And if you guys want more information on the tournament, you could check out artifactbitcoinleague.com. And looks like Buky's off to a good start again. Was able to punch in a good hit in against Omni Knight. And Omni Knight's going to have a little issue moving forward, I think.
Do you think Turtleneck's deck can beat Buky's deck?
Yes, I feel like Buky's deck is actually pretty one-dimensional. It just does the one thing very well, which is pressure and hit heroes. So I feel like in the beginning, Turtleneck is going to struggle a little bit because Bristle PA is really strong. But eventually, you're going to stack up enough All-Seeing One's Favor to overwhelm, I think. The only thing that I'm not too sure about is how the 3 Soul of the Spring factors in this equation. I feel like if he didn't have as many Soul of Spring, I would just give this matchup 100% to Turtleneck. But because he has 3 Soul of Spring, and I've never seen that before in any deck, I feel like Buky actually stands a pretty good chance. I say it's like 60-40 Buky. I don't know if you agree with that at all, but
I'm just trying to think about whether or not it really is that one-dimensional. Because it feels like, I feel like Buky's deck is actually really strong in how it takes control early on, and then it just like he never like loses his grasp on the game. That's what it feels.
That's true. I mean, he's building off of really big heroes and regen on those big heroes, right? So you're right. He doesn't actually lose control. We actually haven't seen more than one of his heroes die per turn, right? Granted, he was playing against a blue-green deck that can't kill heroes, so. Turtleneck, I think, was thinking about playing Disciple of Nevermore there and getting a big hit in. Which honestly seems reasonable, but of course he is also maybe a little bit afraid of the one burning oil, which will wreck him pretty hard.
That is true.
So this neck, sorry, not this neck. This turn, Turtleneck is going to spend a lot of his mana playing creeps. And I do wonder if that's ultimately the right decision to make. Because I feel like the earlier you play your All-Seeing One's Favor, the more advantage you're going to get throughout the game.
I think that's kind of true, but also, understandably, he has to play the creeps because his hero's going to die otherwise, and there's really not... There was actually nothing on the board that would have survived anyways. So he has the, he has the option of just waiting.
Sure.
I think he'll play next turn when Omni Knight comes back.
This middle lane is going to be a pretty key turn for both players. It hinges on the fact that whether Turtleneck could get a hit in with the Red Mist Pillager. And it looks like it shouldn't be possible because there's 2 Prowler Vanguard, and I do imagine that Buky is aware of the fact that there is a Red Mist Pillager. However, if Buky starts to turn off by spending some of his mana, it could go really badly for him. And a Remesque Blessing here is going to own the Selfish Cleric pretty hard.
The question is, like, do you really care about this trade? I feel like his, oh, he can just do this then. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
that's even better, I think.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, big hit in for 16. And now the initiative's back on Turtleneck's side, and you don't actually want that in this case. So I imagine he's going to, play a couple items past the turn.
Yeah. Cloak on Debbie. He was fine as a starter.
No, he's going to just pass right back. If you're Buky, you're happy with this, right? You're okay just going straight into combat?
This is a tough call.
Yeah, this is a high-level pass back by Turtleneck. Because we all know that he wants to play Red Mist Pillager, but he can't play it first. I think the fact that Turtleneck thought for 15 seconds and then pass gives away a little information, right? I think if you're gonna make this play, you have to make it in about a split second decision and pass immediately. That would make Buky think you have nothing. Buky also thinking about 20 seconds and passing right back. So I think that went better for Buky, considering both players' hands.
This game is looking very scary for Turtleneck though. Like there's so much damage in that first lane. Like Buky can actually just 80 you. And because it's the first lane, like you're not gonna beat him to the last lane.
Whoa, I did not expect this. Deploying into the first lane. Yeah, he's completely abandoning the first lane. And he's making the correct read that Buky is also... well, Buky... gonna double PA up. Well, no matter how this PA gets split, they're gonna get intimidated. If they are gonna get split. If they're together, then I'll make a more interesting board state.
I don't even know if intimidation is gonna be what's gonna come out.
You don't think intimidation is gonna come out?
Not really. But I guess it is gonna have to be intimidation. There's really not much else in hand.
I mean, all seeing
It
one's
just feels
favor,
like such a...
it feels so weak against coup de grace, right?
Yeah. It doesn't even protect your creeps. Like nothing's really taking damage.
The really interesting thing is whether he's going to give up initiative to grab lethal. Yeah, he is. And that sets up the potential 80 that you were mentioning. So now intimidation, if it pushes PA to the left, it's quite good. Yeah, that's a great turn of events here for a Turtleneck.
Is it enough, though? That's the main question. Is it enough?
It might not be.
Yeah, I think if there's going to be like Prowler Vanguard over and over again, just constantly blocking this Debbie from doing any damage to this tower.
Well, the thing is, you can only play one per turn, though. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Actually, I think he might go with Selfish Cleric in front of the creep. The Abajin. And this Blade of the Vigil is actually going to get quite a bit of value here. Okay. Do you Blade and deal 3 more to...
To Farvin?
Yeah. Not sure if 3 more actually matters. Yeah, he's gonna drop it. You probably play the plate, you know, just in case somewhere.
It's a dangerous place out there.
Killing the creep, I like it. I think this game is looking very winnable for Turtleneck with that intimidation.
Oh, yeah,
okay, Ku's a black hero. Pretty heads-up play here. Disciple is a very scary push. Cuts off a lot of damage as a result, but eventually I think Lycan should be able to, with the wolf, push through. He finds his teleport scroll. That's huge too. But that's looking like a 2-turn clock on the left side. And now that with the PA there, coup de grace is gonna render a lot of your defenses useless. So it almost feels like Turtleneck needs to win this turn, and I don't think that's possible.
Well, see these arrows? Where's this creep even go? Oh, he didn't even have a creep. How come it looked like he had a creep coming here? I'm so confused.
I think both his creeps went to the last lane.
So I guess you play a creep to put it on the clock, or the 2 turns.
Yeah, Selfish Cleric and probably Ironfall Gold Mine, or even Bronze Legionnaire.
No, I think you Bronze Legionnaire. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You want to push like as much damage as possible in case a lot of stuff gets blocked.
Yep. So Debbie's gonna come in next turn, and I do think Turtleneck's gonna TP a hero as well.
The problem is like, if he TPs out someone, does he even have enough resources to take?
I think
Two
so.
lanes?
I think so because he has 2 Disciple of Nevermore. He should be able to take it. So I think the best line of play for Turtleneck is that he goes Decius, and then he plays Remus Pillager, and then TP out. And ideally Remus Pillager gets a hit in, and the next turn you double Disciple. Alright, starts off with Decius.
Buky might get baited by this too because of Debbie.
Buky got baited. Oh! Oh, he's gonna Disciple right here.
Oh.
Interesting.
I mean, I actually kind of like this because, I mean, it trades with everything, you know?
Yeah, Disciple pushes more damage now, which is, I guess, more what it matters the most. Here's the thing, though. On the next round, Buki's gonna start the turn off with Coup de Grace, and that means he won't take the tower until it gets back to here again.
My fortitude is boundless.
Okay. Well, Disciple is gonna look really good here.
See how your army grows.
Big push. And you would put out the red hero, or the... What color would you put out?
It just feels like it's all the same. You're just looking to survive, right? Probably green.
Okay.
Yeah, probably green. I think green is like the most creeps in your deck. I don't actually know. I have to count, but he already has 1 in hand, so you're just looking to live, right?
Yeah. So Buki can coup. That would take off 8 damage from the board. Now, do you do anything? Nope, you pass back as well. You get the tower lethal. And I imagine Turtleneck will double deploy into the first lane and just try to hold. Because I think once it gets back to the middle, he should be okay winning that. I mean, he's hitting for 41 right now, so... Yeah, I think this is Turtleneck's game.
Wow.
Look at these arrows.
Oh, these arrows are pretty brutal.
Yeah, so he has to spend 6 mana to coup. And I don't think he has enough after he's coups.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Right, he's gonna coup and then he's gonna get...
So he has to coup the Omni.
Right. That's 16 plus 8, 24... Well, 16 plus 14, essentially.
Yeah,
And
that's not even enough.
30. He's short 3 damage.
Yeah, this is actually over.
That intimidation for the PA to the left is game winning.
Buki wasn't able to draw anything that helped him push damage faster either.
I mean, a black-green deck without Disciple is not going to be able to push damage, generally. Does he have Disciple in his deck? He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
His damage comes in the form of, like, coordinated assault. Legion Standard Bearer would have been pretty good too.
Right. It's a very steady push. It's not a big chunk like what Turtleneck's doing.
Oh, sorry, that's Turtleneck's deck. Buki's deck is,
Buki also has Coordinated Assault.
Coordinated Assault, yeah.
Yeah, and he has Unsupervised Artillery. It's, again, it's like 4 this turn, 6 next turn, that kind of thing. It's not,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going to hit you for 40. Yeah, I don't see how this is going to get held.
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing is, too, Turtle has a lot of cheap cards here.
Yeah, Turtle navigated that game really well.
Yeah, that was really impressive.
All right.
Did come with a bit of luck, though. That intimidation.
Yeah, if the Intimidation went to the right lane, the PA, it would have been a very different game. But, you know, that's how the game goes sometimes. Ooh, this is rough. Turn 1, I see a red X on Lycan. Feels bad. Oh, looks like Buky drew a lot of his early game plays here. Has a relentless pursuit.
Grazing.
Grazing shot. Looks like overall Buky has a really good flop. Also has a bristleback landing against the PA, which is great.
Where do you go with Debbie here?
Probably the first lane.
You kind of have to go to the first lane, right?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have
I
anything good to play, but if you land in front of the PA, you're not too sad, because most likely you're going to be able to trade with it. With that said, though, there is a the cloak, the 8 health cloak, that could be bought for 6 gold.
Ooh, Keen Folk.
Ooh, Nalon's going to get blasted.
He might just equip it first. Then he'll just not play Untested Grunt.
You think he's going to equip it to shoot the... Well, I think he's going to spend his mana first, right? So if you see this, Turtleneck probably just throw down Nalon, right? In front of the thing, and he's going to get shot.
Not afraid.
He's not afraid.
I'm not afraid to prove myself.
Yeah, he's gonna be afraid really soon. He's thinking if he needs a gun somewhere else. I mean, if you go Nasal Goo and shoot Omni Knight, that would be pretty good, but I feel like this is guaranteed value right here. Maybe Nasal Goo plus shooting Omni Knight is very good.
I think the outcome will be the same, right? Like if you do the nasal goose shoot, the biggest difference is you get to push for 8 damage right now. That's the biggest difference.
And you save 5 health.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna nasal goose shoot, I think.
He passed first. Probably fully expecting. Like for example, if a creep gets played here,
He's gonna nasal goo and
he
shoot a
could
creep.
he could nasal goo and shoot. Okay, but not this one. Wolf, he would have, but not this one.
Well, he gets a nasal goo, shoot Omni Knight, and get 2 armor, so that's not too
pretty
bad.
good.
Shoot him. Never seen a gun shoot before. Actually, that's not true.
Feels amazing.
Ooh, Cloak of
Ooh,
Endless
the
Carnage.
cloak.
For 10. So worth. Can't make the gold. Feels bad. And again, where do you put that Lycan in? You know, I feel like this... The deck that Buky has really suits his playstyle. To me, he's a very reactionary player. So when you have a lot of ways to save your heroes, like Remix Blessing as well as Soul Spring, he gets to delay and delay and delay and then get you by playing those cards at the last possible moment. Oh, Lycan's going right back in that lane.
So is this kind of like giving up on the first lane, or is it enough just with one Debbie right now? Because the board isn't very wide. It's just 1 versus 2 heroes.
I don't think he's completely giving it up. But I think he just wants to be mana efficient and cast cards in all 3 lanes for now. I don't think the situation is actually as bad as Turtleneck, as it currently suggests. Because the way that you need to think about it is that Buky has all of his heroes deployed. So if this turn you kill 2 heroes, let's say, and currently he is killing 2 heroes, you're going to have a momentary advantage in the next turn for quite a bit.
Ooh, we picked up a gank. Is there any good ganking here?
No.
This is the problem of running gank with Debbies.
Yeah.
They're always gonna die whenever you try to gank anyone.
You need a little bit of items to make them good. Ooh, Soul Spring is so good! It literally keeps everything alive. Oh, he's gonna Assassin Veil and kill Debbie. Or at least tries to.
Well, we know that there's nothing in hand for Debbie, so. Debbie is dead.
Yeah, he could coordinate assault and trade at least. Or he could no accident and also trade.
Doesn't he just die? Anyway, I mean, doesn't he live through all of this if he, it puts him 4 more damage. Soul Spring gives him, he lives with 1 life. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't know that, right? So.
Yeah, of course he doesn't know that. He's gonna play it, I'm pretty sure. It's so hard. You think he might know accident instead?
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna know accident. Also, ooh, gank for the trade. Okay, that's reasonable. So, in Turtleneck's perspective, his hero's gonna die anyways. And even though you use a gank to essentially trade 2 for 1, you're gonna be able to push quite a bit of damage with Coordinate Assault in the middle lane. Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
So now seeing that, Buki could save the Soul of the Spring for the last lane. In fact, he might even fire off a Blessing into the last lane as well. Also, he gets to Relentless Pursuit if he wants to put the PA in the middle. Just to, like, not take 9.
We need to look after.
It's gonna be the Soul of Spring.
Dude, Nalon could have been dead so many turns. But Mercy is had, and he doesn't know, you know? He's just blissfully unaware to the fact that he's almost dying every turn.
He's just chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling. Hitting Prowler Vanguards.
I'm actually learning so much watching Buki play, because I think I'm a very impatient player by nature, and I would have killed that creep like 2 turns ago. Ooh, the arrow coming in. I would say Buki very good drawing his 1 copy of Burning Oil.
I have to say though, like, you know, regardless of how you think of that, of keeping the untested grunt alive, like, I don't even know if it's right or wrong, honestly. I think if I saw him kill it, I would be like, you know, that's good play, it's fine. And then to see him not kill it and then watch him save it for the last lane, I think that's fine too.
Yeah.
Hard to say if it's correct or not, in my opinion.
Well, we're looking in a very similar game state as the last game, where Turtleneck is going to give up 1 lane and tries to win the other 2. And honestly, I think against Buki's deck, that's a good idea, because, again, they can't really punish you by aiding you, right? Or at least not as quickly.
Yeah. No Disciple, none of that. None of that stuff. Is there anything you can do here? Do you go mid lane with Relentless? Not really.
He could Relentless into the last lane and Grazing Shot that 9-3. Honestly seems pretty good to me. And he has the Soul of Spring, right? So he gets to cast swing cards in that last lane. So I think what I would do is, yeah, play the artillery here, and then Grazing Shot the 9-3, and then Pursuit the 9-3.
Okay, I like that. What a card. Unsupervised artillery.
Alright, we're
10%.
4 damage stuff.
Oh, it's just a pursuit.
Okay, he's saving that Grazing Shot, because he does have the gun that could technically kill it.
That's true.
Okay, push for 6. And I think if Turtleneck double no accidents middle, he could take the tower this turn, I believe.
Is it that much damage?
Each no accident is +6, right?
You're right.
And then you
There's
open
2
up.
heroes.
Yeah. Now
My lord.
this is an 80 lane. No joke. Okay, 6 mana turn. You could coup a hero.
I think you definitely start by shooting the satyr.
Okay.
2 items in hand, purification. You know, you don't want to
That's
don't
fair.
want to take any chances.
So now, do you intimidate the PA away? Right? It saves your wolves.
Technically, you can save it by playing All Seeing One's Favor.
Against the deck with Coup de Grace. He's passing. That's a bad pass. I think Pookie will immediately pass right back. I think that pass was too greedy. If you're Buki, don't you take this trade? You get a hero kill, you kill the wolf.
Yeah, I think you take this trade, and then not only that,
You have Grazing Shot in hand. You kill the
you have
legend.
Grazing Shot.
Yeah. I think Turtle just lost the game on that pass. If Buki takes it. No, he's gonna coup here.
I'll grant you a quick death.
So now with that, you get to All Seeing One's Favor and Vul Martyr, and that'll save everything. Oh, he passed again. What is he playing for initiative? Is he trying to 80 in the middle? I'm not sure what the game plan is.
I'm not too sure either. If you look at the deploying, it's a Debbie, but there's not a single black card in hand.
Right. Now he's playing cards again. That was very interesting.
Was he trying to pretend like he was giving up on the lane?
I mean, it got a person to TP out.
Yeah.
That
And then all
grazing
of a
shot.
sudden-
That grazing shot's gonna kill the hero though.
And then all of a sudden now, maybe like Farvin feels like he has to go back into the lane. Because like, Buki actually isn't pushing any towers right now.
Dude, Buki is so scared of the middle.
I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah.
He needs to coup that Debbie. That coordinated assault is just too much. It's too potent.
Do you coup though? Or do you kind of just sit there and trade?
Maybe you just sit there and trade.
Yeah.
As long as you're not getting 80, you're fine.
Well, what he needs to do is grazing shot the Omni Knight. That's a free kill right now. Nalon's somehow still alive, by the way. Nalon's out there. Freeing
He's gonna
people
die
up.
this time. He's gonna die this time.
Oh man.
Really taking his time deciding on this one. Can't figure it out
It's so hard to
where
play.
he wants to go. All right, this is what he settles with.
Actually, doesn't Turtleneck just deploy Lycan into the left next turn and just intimidate your only hero away? Aren't you in trouble then?
That is true. Maybe it's time to play a brawler. Yeah, I was gonna say, keep this board nice and healthy and wide.
The way I'm seeing this, Turtleneck straight up TPs out his red hero here. Next turn, you double deploy left. And then you just intimidate Decius, right? He has to pivot, though. He has to understand that he needs to pivot to the first lane. Because I think, honestly, for Turtleneck right now, pushing the last lane seems incredibly difficult. Or he might think he can intimidate the PA and keep pushing there. It is honestly very interesting. He's passing again. I think given the fact that I have 2 Decius in hand, I would always port out. But I wonder what he's thinking about.
Maybe thinking about steel reinforcing left. No, he's gonna do it here.
He's TPing out for sure. Like that's
Yeah, that's a TP out. Yeah.
Alright, grazing shot, as expected. And then, see ya. Oh, you know what? I think the reason that Buki was holding on to the grazing shot for so long is the fact that Disciple of Nevermore is such a big deal in this matchup. Right? Like, comparing to using grazing shot to kill a Nalon versus Disciple of Nevermore, it's just the value you get is
That is a very good point.
very different. So, for the longest time, I was like, why is he just holding on to that card? Oh, he's keeping out this guy. Interesting. Okay. I guess he's gonna use Theseus to hold here then.
You won't feel a thing.
Crew's gonna come out. Pushing 10, that's quite a bit of damage, and kills the wolf.
Discarded. Prowler Vanguard.
He's been actually doing a very good job at only discarding Prowler Vanguard.
You've been chosen.
Alright.
Fight it.
Some item trades happening. Again, I think Turtleneck's favor to win this. We are seeing the downside of having your heroes not die. This game is a very good example. This series is a very good example of that. 0 gold. Alright, double F. Intimidate.
Is Intimidate actually going to be enough to hold this though? Like, he doesn't even have any cards here, but the board is really wide.
Well, I don't think you're gonna start winning the game this turn, but you're gonna stop the bleeding, right? Because as soon as he intimidates Farvan away, he doesn't take 4 anymore.
That is true. That is a really important part. Unsupervised artillery was carrying this lane.
Yeah. And now you could even use your Disciple and just pretty much clear all of the board if you want. Or you could just chill and wait the next turn when you have all of your heroes back in. That probably might be better. I think Buki's seriously considering Fountain Flasking one of his creeps right now. Yeah. So now do you Disciple? I think there's a lot of value here to Disciple. Yeah. Gets a big hit in.
Yep, and the whole board is cleared up.
Yeah. Buki did find a teleport scroll, so that's very, very good for him. He gets to what? Thunder High Pack and TP out? I wonder what he's gonna TP out.
Probably the... Oh, he's not TPing out anything. How come he's playing his Bronze Legionnaire gear?
Well, that's his only red hero, right?
Oh. Thought he had a TP. I kept looking at the wrong side.
No, I'm saying Buki's gonna TP out.
For
here.
Buki, yeah. It's probably going to have to be your PA, right? You have Coup de Grace in hand. It's like
Right.
the only real choice.
Okay, Turtleneck's gonna keep initiative. I do think that's his only intimidation. Yeah, so he doesn't have another way to...
Oh, he doesn't have lethal.
I don't think that's a big deal. I think eventually he's gonna get lethal there. There's a Time of Triumph in this deck. I recall seeing that in game in the first series, but...
Yeah, Turtle has it. But Mazzy is by himself in the middle lane. So.
Yeah.
But he does have a TP now. So if for some reason he's unable to hold this lane, or take this lane rather, you can TP out Mazzy.
And I don't think there's a lot of black creeps in the deck, right? There is 2 untested grunt, and that's it. So there's no way to stop Turtleneck from playing creeps. Right? If you just go Satyr Duelist, Disciple of Nevermore, that is a lot of damage. I think I would have started by playing the black cards first, because this could happen.
Just that you
But-
must die.
You
We
know?
have 2 black heroes.
Well, no, you get the buff. But I guess the buff doesn't matter in this case either. Ooh, that is unlucky curve.
Oh.
And he gets activated because of it. That curve
Well.
actually matters so much. You
Well,
take...
he still needs 12. I don't know if that's going to be enough to save him.
Right, but you took 4 more and they took 5 less, right? So... Is Murder Plot heroes only? Yeah, black heroes only. Here comes Disciple.
Watch my back and I'll watch yours.
Man, the fact that Buky doesn't have another TP for a green hero now is really costing him. Although this Sling's looking a little scary. If he TPs out now, he's gonna take 20 damage or so. So if he doesn't kill the next turn, he could lose here. Right? Because if he TPs out, he loses Steel Reinforcement to the Demagicking Maul.
I think you just hold, right? You just don't do anything here. Maybe even play your Bronze Legionnaire. Just don't TP out.
Or you could play Bronze Legionnaire and then TP out.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's fine.
So he takes 12 here? I think he dies anyways. I think he probably should have just saved the Bronze Legionnaire for the first lane.
look at the heroes. They're all hitting one creep. If the creep didn't spawn here, they actually wouldn't have taken the tower again.
Alright. Turtleneck needs no creep spawn in the first lane. He doesn't get any creeps!
Okay,
That's the
that's
game.
it.
Yep. Wow. The pivot. The pivot and intimidation.
Yeah, really well done. I mean, you know, Buky is just going to go into losers. I think, honestly speaking, I think Buky will still make it through.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's just, yeah. I think his deck, like, these two players by far have, like, the stronger decks, I feel.
I agree. Well,
Yeah, that's going to be it for the winners. We're going to have to go look at Garv and Soulkeeper next.
yes, that is the case. Congrats to Turtleneck, our first player for qualifying through. Turtleneck, I've never seen him play, came out of nowhere, but just from his 2 series, I could tell he's definitely a very good player. I mean, he also has a really good deck, so that helps too.
Yeah, but he definitely navigated through that fantastically. So, very, very strong player.
Okay, up next we got Gara versus Soulkeeper. We're going to take a short break, guys. We're going to wait for the admin to get these games on the road, and we'll see you in a bit.